This is it. It is finally time. In my opinion, this is the biggest accomplishment I've ever been a part of in my life. And actually, in all honesty, it has nothing to do with me, but everything to do with you. Hey folks, welcome to Transplant Helper today. My name is Jim Merle and we have done it together. I have reached 2,222 subscribers. You say, what in the world? Is that really a big deal? Absolutely it is. Now, I've probably not told this in the past, at least on this program, but 222, those three numbers together, those are basically my lucky numbers. I get it. Everybody has their different lucky numbers. For some people, for many, as a matter of fact, it may be the lucky number 7. Others may claim that 13, that unlucky number, is their lucky number, but that's not the way life works for me. For me, it is putting a series of 2s together where it's 222 or 2222, as in 2,222 subscribers. Now, the reason I think this way is because if you go all the way back, 43 some odd years ago, back to the very beginning of my life, right when I was born, the first thing that occurred in my life, even though I didn't know it, is they put a little bitty bracelet on my arm. And when they did that, it had not only my name and several other facts about me, I guess at the time, it also had a medical records number, which, drum roll please, happened to begin with the numbers 222. So those three numbers in succession, 222, that was my medical record number basically when I was born. When I went in for surgery at 6 months, which saved my life, my medical record number was 222. There it was again. And then I can't even tell you the number of times throughout my life from that point, anytime something fortunate happened, or you might say lucky, if you believe in that, anytime something good or fortunate happened in my life, lo and behold, look around me, and there it was, the number 222. Those three numbers put together, those were apparently my lucky numbers. Now, if you fast forward all the way in the time of my transplant, after I've been listed for transplant for quite a while, my family and I sat down and decided, you know what? I bet I know the day you're going to be transplanted on. You're going to be transplanted on February 22nd. At that time, it was 2013. So that would have put those numbers together, February 2, the 22nd, 22, and there it would have been. So here we go. You know, we wait day after day after day. You wait. The wait is the hardest part, right? You wait through all of this, and finally, here comes the day, February 22nd, 2013. 222 is there on the calendar. Here it is. This has to be the day. And I watched the clock tick and tick and tick and tick and tick, and it went away. Then it was no longer February 22nd. It was February 23rd and 24th and 25th. And you get the point. It seemed like 222 at this point was never going to have anything to do with my blessing that I was hoping to get, and that was a transplant. At least that's the way it seemed. However, finally on May the 22nd, I got the call. So maybe if you take that 4, split it into 2, and then you put that 22nd, maybe you can kind of make some 2s. But that wasn't official enough. That couldn't be it. Again, who cares? I'm fortunate anyway. Finally, on May the 23rd, actually that call I got the day before on the 22nd came to life. I had a transplant. End of story, right? Well, not exactly. You see, I had almost a miraculous, I don't know about modern day miracles necessarily. I don't believe in them as a matter of fact, but I had what some would call a miraculous recovery. I got up out of the bed. I was back up moving. I was going. Things were going great. And the first thing I accomplished that was big in my life, like many of you do as well, post-transplant, is that you start walking. And so here I go to walk down the hall. I walk 222 steps. I'm guessing that. I made that up. But anyway, I'm walking down the hall, leaving the CICU unit, just trying to make a lap. Lo and behold, I look out this gigantic plate glass window from the 5th floor of the hospital. Right down there beneath me is a police car parked on the corner. And guess what? Right on the top of that car were the numbers 222. There they were, my lucky numbers, right there on the ground beneath me. Police car number 222 was parked right outside my window. So there it was. There was my sign. The first day that I walked post-transplant, 222 was right there in front of me, and I was excited. So I go back to my room. I kind of chalk that up. Yeah, that was a good day. That was a victory. Fast forward a little bit. I go to walk again the next time, and guess what? You're not going to believe this. I walk up to that same window, look outside. There's a yellow taxi cab that's just pulled up the curb. Guess what the phone number on the side of the cab was? 222-2222. All twos. So 5 twos. No, 6 twos. Those 6 digits. All those twos put together. That must be another sign. What a wonderful blessing this is. But you know, something still bothered me. I could not understand how my actual transplant date, which was May the 23rd of 2013, how that really had anything to do with 222. And then it happened. We went on my first, not quite, but on my first Christmas past my transplant. My family and I decided I would hang a very special ornament on the tree, which would be a heart, and on that heart would be written upon it the number of days that had passed since my transplant. I don't remember right off the top of my head what that number was, but I do know this. When we stopped to find out what day I had been transplanted versus how far that was from Christmas, here's what we learned. I was transplanted, listen close, 222 days from the end of the year, okay? So my 222 was there the whole time. 222, any number of twos put together is a big deal. I know that was a lot to explain what. Just today, I got 2,222 subscribers, and I'm excited about it. In addition to that, I go down to local DMV at one point, which I've missed this. Some of you have noticed this sitting in the background for quite a while. But I go down to the local DMV, knowing my lucky numbers are 222. I walk up to the counter, purchase my tag. Who cares? I'm not a personalized tag guy at that point. I don't care about that. She reaches in the stack of thousands of car tags and hands me that one. 222. Now, 61 is our Alabama county. 61. I read this way. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Ben 222. That's right. My whole life, I've been 222. So here's what I want to celebrate with you. As I got my 2,222nd subscriber yesterday, I could have turned cartwheels. And for me, that's really saying something because I don't do cartwheels. But I'm excited. I just want to stop and thank each one of you. All 2,222 plus whatever there will be. I wanted to stop and thank you so much for your support. So much for being there for me. And let you know that you are the greatest, okay? Thank you so much, folks, to each and every one of you. I love you. You're all part of my family. You're part of the Transplant Helper community. So please, folks, stay stronger, friends.